For 7 innings, the Cincinnati Reds bats fall asleep again. The 14-run game on Tuesday seemed like a distant memory. The Reds had 1 hit and no runs over the first 7 innings. That all changed when Jose Iglesias stepped to the plate to start the 8th. After making 2 run-saving plays with his glove earlier in the game, he provided more heroics by launching a game-tying solo home run. 2 batters later, Jesse Winker put the Reds ahead for good with his second bomb in as many days. The Reds are on their first official winning streak of the 2019 season. The hitters, 1 day after setting a team record for most balls hit at 100 miles per hour in a game, Reds batters had trouble squaring up anything. Marlins starter Trevor Richards was wild, 5 walks but allowed only 1 hit, a first-inning single by Matt Kemp, and limited hard contact to keep Cincinnati off the scoreboard. The Reds scrounged together only 3 batted balls considered hard contact by StatCast, 95 miles per hour exit velocity, against Richards, 2 by Winker and 1 by Eugenio Suarez. The Reds still had their chances, however. 4 of Richards' walks came to the first 8 hitters he faced. In the first inning, he loaded the bases with 1 out, but the Reds couldn't take advantage. Scott Schebler popped out to center field with 1 out and Joey Votto was thrown out at home trying to score on a sacrifice fly. As sabermetrician Tom Tango explained, the ball was far too shallow to consider sending Votto. In the Votto sock fly where he was thrown out, the ball was caught 260 feet from home, and we estimate that the decision zone was at 271 to 329 feet. Any ball caught less than 271 is in the no-go zone, and caught beyond 329 is always go zone. pic.twitter.com/dxyoigxgcx, Tango Tiger, at Tango Tiger, April 11, 2019. They threatened again in the second, putting runners on second and third with 2 outs, but Winker flew out to end the inning. From there, Richards pulled it together, retiring 12 of the next 13 batters while picking up 6 of his 7 strikeouts. But it all turned around in the 8th. Iglesias, who had only 21 career home runs before tonight, launched the 4th pitch he saw from reliever Drew Steckenrider over the right center field wall to tie the game at 1. It was his first career home run to center field. Winker followed with a go-ahead shot that looked eerily similar to his homer on Tuesday. It just squeaked over the left field wall, but it was enough to push the Reds to a win despite managing only 3 hits. So, how about that 8th inning? pic.twitter.com/Zamones, Cincinnati Reds, at Reds, April 11, 2019. The Hurlers' Tyler Mahle was not sharp in his second start of the year, but he battled through problems with fastball command to throw 5 innings of 1 run, 2-hit baseball. The right-hander fanned 7 and issued 4 walks on the night. Most of Mahle's struggles came in the first 2 innings, during which he gave up all 4 free passes. With some brilliant defense behind him, more on that later, he escaped without any damage. Neil Walker tagged Mahle for a solo home run in the 3rd inning, but that was the only tally the Marlins could scratch on the scorecard. Over his last 3 innings, Mahle retired 9 of the 10 batters he faced, striking out 5 of them. Because he was struggling with his fastball command for the first half of his start, Mahle relied more on his slider. He threw it 21 times tonight, 23% of his pitches, though it wasn't very effective, 1 whiff, 2 called strikes. Mahle turned back to his fastball down the stretch and regained his feel for it. He struck out the side in the 4th inning, with the final punch-out coming on his new splitter, changeup. It will be interesting to see if he uses it more moving forward. Mahle threw it only 4 times tonight. Jared Hughes also struggled with his control. Although he walked only 1 batter, he got into 3 ball counts against 5 of the 7 hitters he faced. Still, he didn't allow a run, a welcome sight amidst a shaky start to the year. He struck out 2 and allowed an infield single. After a 2-out walk to old friend Rosal Herrera, Hughes was pulled for Amir Garrett. as he's been in every appearance of 2019, Garrett was filthy. He breezed through 4 outs, striking out 2 and keeping Marlins hitters guessing with his sweeping slider and high 90s gas. After looking more like his usual self in his last outing against the Pirates, Jose Iglesias slammed the door in the top of the 9th inning. He got his first save opportunity of the year after the Reds took the lead the previous inning. It took him no time to lock up his first save. Iglesias mowed down 3 batters in a row on strikes to seal the win. 6 of his 14 pitches resulted in swings and misses. Filthy defense. The Reds haven't impressed much in the field in the early going, but don't lump Jose Iglesias into the group of those who've struggled. The shortstop made a pair of dazzling plays in the opening 2 innings to save runs for Mayhill. In the first, he made a diving stop on a 103 mph ground ball by Starlin Castro and flipped the ball to Derek Dietrich to start an inning-ending double play. "No way, Jose? ? With the bases loaded and 2 outs, Iglesias covered around 75 feet to stop a slow roller on the right side of the infield as he was pulled over in his shift. With no other choice to prevent a run, he made a glove flip to first base to retire Curtis Granderson and keep the game scoreless. About 71% of the earth is covered by water. Jose Iglesias covers the rest. The previous high came on Tuesday, when the staff punched out 12 Marlins hitters. If the pitchers manage at least 12 strikeouts for a 3rd straight game tomorrow, it will be the 5th time that's occurred in team history. The record streak is 4, which was amazingly set in the 2015 marred by horrible pitching. The Reds, of course, went 0-4 in those games. Up next, a matinee affair will conclude the Reds' 3-game series on Thursday. Coming off a sensational outing in Pittsburgh, Sonny Gray, 2.89 ERA, 4.17 FIP, will get the ball for the home team for a chance to sweep the Marlins. Pablo Lopez, 6.10 ERA, 3.29 xFIP, will take the ball for Miami. First pitch is set for 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time.